Are we live? Maybe. Maybe we are, and maybe we aren't. Yes, we are. 8 seconds into it. I got a mosquito in here right off the bat. Anyway, we are live tonight. I just smacked myself in the side of the head for nothing. Missed the mosquito, but got myself good. Buzzed right outside my ear. So you smack yourself and it's annoying. Minnesota State bird. The mosquito. Anyway, I hope y'all had a wonderful day. Pretty sure it was Monday. I know it was Monday. Pretty sure. Yeah, Monday, June 12th, 2023. 9:43 p.m. I'm going to try to I should have put up some thumbnails here. Kind of slacking here. Should have had one up last night while I wait for people to come in. Tonight we're going to go over the Greek god, one of the top 12 Greek gods, Olympic gods, and that would be Hermes. So we're going to learn about Hermes tonight. I'm going to actually go edit my video from last night and put a thumbnail on it. And last night we went over totally forgot. I'm pulling it up right now. And I'm going to put a thumbnail on it while I'm waiting. I had a nice day. Pretty much just worked around the house and, well, worked outside, I should say. Worked. I don't know, just did my gardening, I guess. Can't think of anything else. Gardening a little bit. Oh, I worked in my garage a little bit, on my pole barn. And trying to get his thumbnail going here from last night. There it is. Tonight we went over the sun god Apollo. So there's that thumbnail for Apollo. They're all related. I mean, literally related. Offspring of Zeus and whatnot. They're all kind of on the same family tree, most of them. Anyway, and I'm not an expert on these Greek gods at all. Where are we at here? All right, let me see. All right. Greek god Hermes. That is tonight. Actually, I'll put up a. Well, I'll wait on the thumbnail, I guess. So yes, Hermes. Well, I call the FTD floral guy. To me, he looks like the guy on the FTD floral. There's a lot of bugs out on my infrared camera, and it looks like orbs, but they're not orbs by any means. They are bugs because they glow. Oh my goodness! You know, yesterday I had a mosquito go in my mouth. Oh, spitting on that one. Yeah, they're thick this year. All over Minnesota. I don't know about other states, but Minnesota's. I've never seen them this bad. Can't even open the door without a big swarm of mosquitoes coming in the house. I mean, they're just swarming around every animal, me. Outside, it's not so fun. Especially once the sun starts going down, forget about it. Huh. I saw them wildcats. They get scared when a car goes down the road. They're really wild. I see two of them out there. Scared of the car that went by. Anyway, I'm just fixing some thumbnails while I'm waiting for someone to come in here. Let me fix this up. I fixed one of them anyway. So yeah, 12 Olympic gods. I think this is Olympic god number 4. Let me just check. Let me see what we got here. So we got Hermes, Apollo, Poseidon, and Zeus. So yeah, that's number 4. So we're a third of the way through. All right. Yeah, Zeus, Poseidon, Apollo, and then tonight, the Greek god Hermes. Looks like, all right. Yeah, so we will have 8 left, right? 4, 8, 12, yeah. Funny, everything's in groups of 12. 12 disciples, 12 months, and 12 Greek Olympic gods. There's a lot of Roman gods, so I know there's more than 12. They liked their gods, that's for sure. Just watching the wild cats outside. I got a different view now. I moved my desk, so instead of facing east, I'm facing north. So hopefully I'm like a compass needle. Well, hey, John, how you doing tonight? 12 signs of the zodiac, yes, to match the 12 months. 12, 12 everywhere. How you doing tonight? Oh, there's. I gotta try to blow this picture up on a second. Let's see if I can encapsulate it. Yeah. Yeah. Um. Yeah, I like that picture. Yeah, I'm. I've been really busy with the planting season and whatnot. But I'm really behind on some Hardy Boy videos I gotta be doing. I gotta catch up on those. I'm really far behind. Hard juggling 2 channels and a sock channel too. That's right. It's got literally a picture of a sock on it. I didn't even hide it. It's a sock channel. That's right. It's got a sock on it. That's all I can tell you because it's a sequit. It's a sequit. A sequit. I can't tell the sequit. Anyway, but otherwise, I had a great day. I did go into town today. So I bought some charcoal briquettes, and I've been not using the fluid anymore. I've been using these things called tumbleweeds. I don't know if guys ever use them. I should do a little demonstration. It's kind of cool. It looks like a shredded up wood bundled up like a bundle of the bundled up tumbleweed. I don't know how to describe it. It's got wax on it. You just put it in there, and anyway, works great. That would be really funny to see that video where Mark and Cynthia get in. At the gas station? Yeah, I just listened to that. It's really hard to hear. You had the window rolled up. But, yeah, it's hard to hear, but you can hear certain things. Like 401k. All you're worried about is your 401k. And then Cynthia pounds on the back of the trunk of the car. And then she gets mad again and she pounds on the trunk of the car. And Mark says, she asked Mark to do something. He says, I'm busy. She said, busy doing what? Pounds on the trunk of the car. He said, doing videos. Oh, videos. Oh, you're doing a live stream right now? Yeah. Well, he didn't tell her. He just let her make a fool out of herself. Oh, and at one point, she was really mad. And she was yelling about, all you're doing is spending, spending, spending. You can hear that. You're spending, spending, spending. And he said, all you're worried about is your 401k. And he said, hey, at least you still own your house. He said, hey, at least you still own your house. And that made her feel better, believe it or not. Craziest thing ever. She actually felt better. Yeah, I still own my house. Yeah. Well, so far. Okay, as of right now. Give him a little bit more time. And, when she gets mad, well, I guess even when she's not, you know how she uses her hands and like flails her arms in her hands, like, I don't know, like she's trying to flag down a cab. I mean, like when she talks, she just like waves her arms all over the place. Well, when she got mad, she did it really even more, like, Anyway, then he mocked her. And then he did it. Bleh, bleh, look at you. Bleh, bleh. And he was wailing his arms. He was mocking her. Well, hey, Grace, how you doing tonight? I was just giving the lowdown on the gas station fight. Do you think that's pretty accurate, Grace? Did I leave anything out? I'm sure I did. It would have helped if you would have rolled the dang window down. Anyway, good evening, Grace. Hope you had a wonderful day. I'm thinking that you had a great day. But what do I know? Good to see John and Grace tonight. What do you think? Oh, you didn't hear what I said? Oh, I just described the gas station fight. How he was mocking her, waving his arms in the air. Blah, look at you. Blah, blah. Like mocking her. I was just giving a play-by-play on the gas station fight. Yes, you do need to upload it. It would be great if we could do some like subtitles. There's a lot of it you can't hear. Plus, there's cars going by. Hold on, I'm out of water. Give me a second. We can talk amongst ourselves. Give me a second. Hold on, buddy. All right. Sorry about that. All right, sorry about that. Yes, the mockers and scoffers. Well, the funny thing is, those mockers and scoffers seem to have recorders everywhere. Anyway. So, hope everyone has a great day, had a great day, is having a great day. And maybe you have a Great Dane. You might have both, a Great Day and a Great Dane. Great Danes are big. They're getting fast. Hold on a second. I'll try to put this up on my holder here. Actually, I could probably 77%. Woohoo! Rapture. I think 77% is enough to have this unplugged and up in a holder. Oh crap, what did I just do? Alright, this time I'm still going here. I should have my son do a music video. How fun would that be? MH must have spent 700,000 plus or yes, John. Yep, at least, because by the sounds of it, all the money's gone, and she had 650,000 from that house. Yeah, I think it was more like almost $1 million because, yeah, 650 from the house is gone. But hey, she still has a place to live. Oh, and if you worry that somebody just spent your $1 million of your money, then you're worldly. You're so worldly. You're worried about somebody that spent all your money? That is so worldly to just bring something like that. If somebody's spending all your money, don't be worldly and ask them to stop. You have to hate this place and let it go. That's right. Let it all go. Yeah, I think it might have been more than that, John. Whatever it is, it's gone. And yeah. But you know what? There's a sucker born every minute. Well, good morning, Golek. How you doing today? Yeah, let it go. So I hope you're having a good day or morning or whatever it is for you. I am yeah, I had a great day. I just did a bunch of stuff, worked on projects. Actually went and got a couple things at the store. I got a good watermelon. Yay. I'd say it's an 8 out of 10. Not as much flavor as last one, but not bad. Texture, not bad. Anyway, not horrible where I have to throw it away, so that's awesome. It's 2 good watermelons in a row. 2 for 2 this year. Anyway, and I can eat on that watermelon for 3 or 4 days. I cut it up in little pieces and put it in containers, and it is delish. I love that watermelon season. Watermelon season. So, hold on a second. I got to answer this text from somebody. Give me 1 second. All right, sorry about that. All right. What else? Hope you guys had a great day. I think that's hold on one second. All right. Well, good morning to you. All right. Greek god Hermes. And actually, we just talked about Hermes not that long ago. Let me see if I pulled up the images. I can't remember what we were talking about, but this Hermes guy came up. It was I think it was the well, I'm not sure. It'll come to mind. We just spoke about him not that long ago. I can't remember what it was about. But they all got these traits and these characteristics to each one of these gods, and some of them overlap, you know what I mean? But anyway, and then when we won't really be going, we'll go through the actually what we'll do is go through the 12 matching Roman gods, which I think I've been mentioning each time. I might have to go just pull it up, because every one of these Olympic Greek gods has a Roman counterpart that like a spin-off, copycat. And okay, Roman god, the Romans identify him as Mercury. So Mercury. All right, Mercury. So, and we've already gone through the characteristics. I think the Greek gods might add a few things, but well, hi D, how you doing tonight? Welcome to D. Hope you had a wonderful Monday. Hope your week is going good so far. Hope everybody's is really. We have such beautiful weather here, man. After that horrible, rotten winter, I feel like I was in Antarctica. So Summer Kathy is apologizing to Winter Kathy because no, actually, it's Winter Kathy should be apologizing to Summer Kathy because anyway, I get to where I just hate it here. I just hate the snow, especially the later in the season it gets. It's like what I need is to take a month or something and get a patch of land down south somewhere. So when it gets like unbearable, me and the dogs can just go down to our little patch of land, maybe have a camper or something, and ride out the rest of the winter down there. I think that's what's going to have to be, because I just love it here in the summer. I can't give up the summers, the spring, summers, and fall here. I can't give it up. It's like paradise here. Winter Kathy got over her cabin fit. Yes. Summer Kathy's just telling Winter Kathy to get over it. Come on, let's get outside and do some gardening. Winter Kathy's still mad. Summer Kathy said, "Hey, put down the paintbrush. We can go outside now. We don't have to be inside." Yes, Summer Kathy's really happy. She loves it here. But anyway, I can't give up Minnesota for the spring, summer, fall. You guys, especially here, like in the cities, it would be in the 80s, and then up here it's like 75. Always sunny and 70s. Anyway, so yeah, I couldn't just altogether move out of Minnesota. Can't do it. It is so nice here. in this time of year anyway. You're doing good? Awesome. You had a good Monday? That's good. Yeah, we're going to learn a little bit about Greek god Hermes. And we've already kind of know the basics anyway. All right, I got a dog stretching. I have nowhere to put my feet right now. I could imagine not having all 4 seasons. Yeah, but the winter, especially the last one, man. Yeah, I gotta find a piece of land down south. I don't care if it's a little one. Put a camper on it and just have some place to go. But I can't take it here anymore. And then come back when it's like spring, like a month later, when everything is melting. Because from there on out, it's all right. You know what I mean? It's all right. It goes fast. It's actually cold. Well, to me anyway, 61 degrees right now. Yeah, that is chilly because we got in the 50s yesterday. Well, we've been getting the 50s at night. Actually, in the 40s at night. Somebody's texting me. I'm trying to do 2 things at once. But yeah, I mean, cold where I have to actually close my windows because it got really cold, especially the fan on. Because I went to actually the other day it did. It felt like October. It was kind of weird. Grace felt the same. It was just had this weird fall day. It was weird. But anyway, going back up a little bit now. Back into the lower 80s, maybe mid 80s. I don't know. We might hit a 90 here or there up here. Since I've been here, I've seen only a couple. So not too bad. Anyways, that's who we're going to go over tonight is Hermes. It's kind of a fun god. Some of them are. Actually, they're all kind of fun. They all got their little talents. Tomorrow's supposed to be around 80. That's about good for you guys, huh? That's not too hot anyway. Yeah, I can handle 80. My garden's doing good. We really haven't had much rain. I've had to whip, but I water my garden every day with the hose, so but farmers might be having to do the hose too. All right. And not a lot of rain. I guess Michigan was really dry too. I know somebody there that said they need rain bad. Just finally got a little bit, but all right. I'm waiting for one thing to stop spinning and load up, but it doesn't seem like it's going to do that. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yes, that's what it was. That's what it was. All right. I just got this thing loaded up. Okay. That's what we spoke about not that long ago. Hermes is the one with the caduceus. Remember the medical symbol? And he looks like the FTD floral guy. So to me, I just say it. Anyway, so that's what the plans stand. All right. Now, hopefully I don't have weird light bouncing off like I did yesterday because I'm facing a different direction in the room and I don't know, lamps are bouncing light off. So anyway, all right. Well, thank you, Father, for another day and gathering us once again. Thank you for all of our blessings. Amen. Yeah. Yep. Yesterday, as a matter of fact, was it yesterday? Yeah, Sunday. Yesterday, I had to wear my sweatshirt because it was cold. About 5 o'clock, about dinner time, it got really cold. I thought this is weird because normally once spring or summer comes, I don't wear my sweat jacket again till fall. But yeah, I was lugging out my sweat jacket yesterday. This is weird, but anyway. Not bad though. It doesn't freeze, so that's so good. All right, so let's learn a little bit about Hermes, the Olympic god. We just say I'm not an expert on these Olympic gods or even the Roman gods. Of course, we've all heard of every one of these. And like I said, we just talked about Hermes because he was the one with the caduceus, the medical symbol that I actually used to wear on my lab coat very proudly because I thought it was the symbol of healing, but it's actually the symbol of Hermes. Who knew, huh? It was a nice gold one too. Nice one. All right. You know, the staff with the serpents going up. Yeah, it's not what they told me. Anyway. All right, so of course we're going over the 12 Olympic gods. God number 4 right now. We're not in no special order, but this is the 4th one we're going over. Let me answer this text real quick. You were just going to say the same thing. You had a nice gold one? Yep. Yep, I had a nice gold one too. Anyway. Yeah, they told us in school that was because I specifically remember asking, and it was explained to me that you see, snakes used to bite people, and the only way to heal them would be to get the snake venom and make anti-venom. So it was the snake's venom that was healing people, and that's why they put the snakes on the pole. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll take 2, please. Gold. Anyway, here. So here we are, the 12 gods. We did Zeus, we did Poseidon, we did Apollo, where the hand is down there. And now we're doing Hermes. All right. Yeah, they just say stuff. I mean, why would they lie? Oops, sorry about that. I just barely touched this thing. Sorry about that. Why would they lie, right? Why? Why would they lie? Why is this thing coming out here? All right. Now, not that long ago, we talked about the medical symbol, Greek mythology symbol, and that was the caduceus, which if you're in the medical field, if you're a nurse or a doctor or ambulance worker, emergency staff, whatever, this is what, or pharmacy. Well, actually, I'm not sure what the pharmacy does. They got the witch's cauldron. Like on Walgreens, they got the witch's cauldron with the witch thing. Anyway, so here we have the symbol for the Hermes, which is also known as Mercury by the Romans. planet Mercury. Well, we called it planet Mercury, but Mercury is the god. Anyway, with the shoe with the wings on it, like red wing shoe. That's weird. Anyway, and the helmet with, or the hat with the wings, and the shoes with the wings. Anyway, medical symbol caduceus. The caduceus. The caduceus. This is what we wear on our, well, I used to wear it on my lab coat at work when I was a nurse. It is actually the Greek god Hermes symbol, the god that we're going to talk about tonight, Hermes. So, anyway, here he is depicted. This is what usually how you'll see him. Sometimes he's naked. For some reason, they're all naked. Sometimes their arms are chopped off. Anyway, but this is what you'll see him a lot. All right, see that? He's got the caduceus, the staff, and the serpents, which I think it's funny because it's what Moses, and anyway, staff, serpent, helmet thing with the wings on it. And his shoes have wings too. Or he'll sometimes look like that. Or like that. And you know what, that one there, that one, I'll show you what it reminds me of. Hold on a second. I'll show you what it reminds me of. Hey, crap, everybody's going live at once. Hold on a second. I'm going to find it. All right. So show me. All right. So here is. Let me see. There it goes. There is the symbol, Hermes. Hermes symbol. Now, let me try to get the. Now, what's the difference between this and the FTD floral? Here's the FTD floral. Here's the FTD floral. It's the same thing. Except it's not the caduceus. He's holding flowers. Is that not Hermes? The FTD floral? I think it's the same one. I always thought that was the same as Hermes. Looks the same to me. I don't know. And red wing shoes. Red wing shoes. Because his shoes, look at his shoes. I think they're kind of like track star shoes. I see they got the wings on them. That's the same as Hermes. Let me see if we can get a Hermes up here. Yeah. Yeah, it looks the same to me. FTD and Hermes. Looks the same to me. That's Hermes. Yeah, it looks the same. All right. And it's kind of weird because red wing shoes have red wing shoes have the wings on them too. It's kind of weird. Hermes is considered the herald of the gods. He is also considered the protector of human heralds, travelers, thieves, merchants, and orators. He is able to move quickly and freely between the worlds of the mortal and the divine, aided by his winged sandals. They're kind of red winged sandals. Yeah, we have. They're made here in Minnesota. In fact, let me pull it up. These are from Minnesota, actually. If you live in Minnesota, you've probably been to Red Wing, Minnesota, where they make Red Wing shoes, which are actually really good shoes. Expensive, but really good. The kind that you can bring to a cobbler and have them repair. In fact, yeah, I'll show you. Here's your work boots. My son liked Red Wing, and my ex-husband. Anyway, this is expensive. I'll show you real quick. Not cheap boots. Not cheap work boots. But anyway, let's see the symbol. Oh, wait, here, logo. They are good shoes. They're there it is. Same thing. Red wing shoes. Now they're not gold wings, so you can't totally pin Hermes on them, but yeah, I mean you'll pay a lot for them, but they're good shoes. Anyway, I think there's a lot of logos with Hermes on it. You got your medical symbol, you got your FTD flow, you got your red wing shoes. Anyway, Hermes has these winged sandals, and they're kind of cool looking actually. If you see them on a statue, they're just like straps. Sandals are made out of like leather straps, and they got wings on them. Anyway, so he's able to move quickly with those. I mean, really fast. 5 facts about Hermes. Interesting facts about Hermes. And he's the messenger of gods. Why is he a messenger? Because he's so fast. He's like the Pony Express, but even faster. Faster than Pony. By the way, did we ever figure out what a nymph was? Because remember, a nymph was Apollo's weakness. Wasn't it Apollo's? His like kryptonite was nymphs. What was a nymph? Anyway, because Hermes is a child of a nymph. I think we should find out what a nymph is. Now we know what a nymphomaniac is, right? Hold on a second. Okay, let's find out what a nymph is. It's in the same ballpark there, so let's find out. What is a nymph?
Here's the definition of nymph. A mythological spirit of nature imagined as a beautiful maiden inhabiting rivers, woods, or other locations.
That sounds creepy. Oh, it's like a fairy, I think. You know what? I think it's like a fairy. It's winged. It has wings. Yeah. Here, look. Here's what now my phone's all smashed up, so look beyond that. All right. I don't know if you can see. Oops. My phone doesn't do that. Sorry about that. Oh crap. Yeah, it is a water fairy. It is. I thought it was back, and I was already talking. So okay, yeah. So a nymph is a water fairy. So if you're a nymphomaniac, you like water fairies a lot. That's all it means. Nymphs. Ooh, that lady looks like a bug. Anyway, nymphs. Okay, they're water fairies. Look at it. All right. So this thing that we have, what is it? It's Hermes. Hermes is the child of one of these things here. So Hermes is a child of a nymph, a water fairy. So Hermes was a child of a nymph. He's usually depicted as a young god. You know, actually, yeah, a few of them have been, huh? Very young. Hermes had many symbols. Hermes had 2 children with Aphrodite. Hermes had access to the underworld. Hermes was a messenger of the gods. Fast one, too. And Hermes is considered a great inventor. What are 3 features of Hermes? Well, Hermes is usually pictured as a young, athletic god without a beard. He wore winged sandals, which gave him super speed, and sometimes a winged cap. He also carried a special staff called a caduceus, which had wings at the top, and it was entwined by two snakes, which is now known as, by the way, your medical symbol. This is the medical symbol. What is the god Hermes' personality traits? One of the cleverest and most mischievous of the 12 Olympian gods, Hermes was their herald and messenger. In that position, he came to symbolize the crossing of boundaries in his world as a guide between the two realms of gods and humanity. Hermes is known for his impish behavior and curiosity. What does impish behavior and by the way, even in the yes, I think I already told you that the Romans would call him Saturn. Was he Saturn? No, yeah, he's some he's a planet, Saturn. I can't remember. Said it earlier. All right. So what are Hermes known for? In the Odyssey, let's see. He appears mainly as Hermes, also dream god. Not sure what that means. All right, now all gods have a weakness. What is Hermes' weakness? This is a symbol used by doctors, okay, the caduceus. Though Hermes' connection with healing is faint. He is, however, the god of merchants, strengths. He is clever, bold, determined, athletic, a powerful magician. He can charm monsters with his flute or lyre music. His weakness, he has no major weaknesses, unless you count seldom staying still for long. So he's got really no weaknesses, except he has to always be on the move. All right, so why is Hermes unique? Hermes, as a brand, enjoys iconic status of the world of luxury. Combination of rich heritage, exquisite craftsmanship, etc., etc. Yeah, he sure looks like the FTD floral guy. All right. He's a Greek god of trade. Actually, I could probably turn this one on. This one I may be showing on the screen here. Pop-up ads are everywhere. That's annoying. Oh, doggone fly got in my house. All right. Hermes, Greek gods and goddesses. And this is from Greek gods and goddesses.net. Hermes, Greek god of trade, eloquence, and messenger of the gods. He was one of the 12 Olympian gods and was god of trade, thieves, travelers, sports, athletes, and border crossings. A guide to the underworld. He was the second youngest Olympian god and was the son of Zeus, who we went through a few days ago, and Maya, Zeus and Maya. One of the 7 Pleiades and daughters of Titan Atlas. Of the Titan Atlas. As god of boundaries and transitions, Hermes was known to be quick and cunning and had ability to freely move between the mortal and the divine worlds. It is this skill that made him a luck-bringing messenger to the gods and intercessor between mortals and the divine. He's also the patron and protector of the travelers, herdsmen, thieves, orators, and wit, literature and poets, athletics and sports, invention and trade. This is probably why some sports stuff has wings on it. In some myths, Hermes is also depicted as a trickster, where he would outwit the gods either for the good of humankind or for his own personal amusement and satisfaction. Both Homer and Hesiod portrayed Hermes as the author of skilled or deceptive acts and also as a benefactor of mortals. Facts about Hermes. Hermes is the son of Zeus and Maya, one of the Pleiades, whatever. He primarily served as a herald messenger of the gods. He was a god of shepherds, land travel, literature. More specifically, is known as the patron of poetry. The one last night was also in the poet. One of them was in the poetry also. Some of their skills kind of overlap. Interests are varied and widespread. In his role as herald, it also fell to him to conduct souls to Hades. So he was the one that brings you to Hades, I guess, as a herald. What is a herald? Let's find out. They keep saying herald. Matt asked, what is a herald?
Here's the definition of herald: an official messenger bringing news.
A person or a thing viewed as a sign that something is about to happen. All right, so is a messenger. So as a role as a messenger, it fell to him to conduct souls to Hades, which is the underworld where the dead go. As was the case with other gods, Hermes was known for abundant love affairs with goddesses, and goddesses and nymphs. They like nymphs too. According to some sources, Hermes was associated with fertility and good fortune. He is most often presented of his graceful youth, wearing a winged hat, winged sandals. This is how he appeared to Perseus when he and Athena arrived to help the hero kill Medusa. Considered a trickster due to his cunning and clever personality. Hermoia was a name given to the riotous festivals thrown in his honor. Imagine they all showed up with winged hats and winged shoes. Hermes was born in a cave on a mountain in Arcadia. He was conceived and born within the course of one day. Wow! He was conceived and born within the course of one day. Well, look at him. His son. Now, this one we know we've actually looked into. This Pan. Now, Pan actually turned into the devil, what we know as the devil today. His son. Now, this is the Pan's dad is Hermes. So his son Pan was half man, half goat. Pan's mother was named Dryope, and she was terrified of her son's strange appearance. Yeah, when your son comes up with hoofs, horns, and a devil tail, yeah, I can see why. Abderus, another of Hermes' sons, was a friend to Hercules. These are like celebrity families. He met his fate when he was devoured by the mares of Diomedes. Hermaphroditus, also known as Aphrodite, was an androgynous deity and the offspring of Hermes and Aphrodite. The tortoise is a symbol of Hermes. Hermes freed Lo, one of Zeus's lovers, from the giant Argus. Hermes talked the nymph Calypso into releasing Odysseus. Hermes played a part in the infamous love story Orpheus and Eurydice. After Eurydice is granted one day on Earth with her husband, it is Hermes who escorts her back to the underworld. Remember that? Oh, that's an interesting story. I remember that story. Yeah, yeah, one of them died and they missed each other so bad that, well, one of them they got escorted back to the underworld for one day. That was an interesting story. I don't think I said it on here. I think I was listening to it. I just heard that story. It was interesting. Anyway, yeah, he got to go back for one day. Granted, with her husband. Yeah, she got to go be with him for one day after he died. That was a good story. Anyway, he was a patron of thieves. On the day of his birth, Hermes stole cattle from Apollo. That was the day. That was on the day of his birth. He stole cattle from Apollo. He was actually we talked about Apollo last night, the sun god. He was the only one other than Hades and Persephone who was allowed to leave the underworld without consequence. He was the god of boundaries, both literal and figurative. And that's it. No, it's not the neighbor's cow. That is Lazarus stretching out. He doesn't like my feet in the way. Although he's more in my way than I'm in his. So. Who's counting? Anyway. So yeah, Hermes is an interesting god. Here, I'll show the picture. One more picture of him. And if this is not the FTD floral guy, I don't know what is. That is the FTD floral guy. Look at his wing shoes. There's your red wing shoes. Here's your FTD floral guy. And here's your medical caduceus from the medical staff. Yep, your snakes up the pole. Then the sacred number of Hermes was 4, by the way. And the 4th day of the month was his birthday. Every month, the 4th day of every month was his birthday. You know, that's a good idea. I could have my birthday on the 8th of every month. Oh, might be on something. In archaic art, apart from the stylized Hermes, he was portrayed as a full-grown and bearded man, clothed with a long tunic and often wearing a cap and winged boots. Sometimes he was represented in his pastoral character, bearing a sheep on his shoulders, and other times he appeared as a messenger of the gods with a Chirokian or herald staff, the caduceus, which is his most frequent attribute. From the latter part of the 5th century BCE, he was portrayed as nude and beardless youth, a young athlete. So 5th century BC. That was long before. So would that be 2,800 years ago now? And you still have it as the medical symbol. Did I have the thing? I think I shut it off already. All right, so that was Hermes. I knew it was familiar. So yeah, so his son was Pan, the half goat, half. Anyway, that's where your devil comes from. The hoofs, the goat god. Yeah, he turned into the devil. Anyway. All right. Well, any comments, questions, or anything like that? Otherwise, I'll wrap it up. I'll let it go. I'll let it go. Let it all go. That is weird. That they always have the Flintstones pop up on my my ads. Like, I don't know how many times the Flintstones come up. You have a 140 IQ if you can name 12 of the 30. Yeah, right. No, it just means you watched a lot of TV. It's weird how much the Flintstones comes up on my stuff. Anyway, I don't watching Flintstones. I used to. You know what was weird? Somebody just played remember like a year ago at least. I don't even, maybe longer. Well, it was at least in the last year, maybe. Anyway, I showed a Flintstones cartoon where, because the Flintstones was not for children, it was an adult cartoon, and it was modeled after the Honeymooners, Ralph and Norton and their wives, and that's why they didn't have children. and at first and stuff, and then they made it into a family. Well, anyway, but I showed a clip where Fred and Barney were watching the ladies, their wives, do all the yard work and do all the hard work. And Barney and Fred went and hid behind a rock, and they lit up cigarettes, and they were smoking cigarettes. And they say, I forgot what they said. But anyway, they were smoking cigarettes behind this big rock while their wives did all the yard work. And anyway, it was really weird because there's some big channel that just played that same clip. And I mean, I played it maybe 6 months ago, maybe a year. I don't even remember. It's been a long time. It's just weird how somebody else came across that clip too. It was a big channel. I can't remember who. Somebody just mentioned that. But yeah, what they don't know is, yeah, it wasn't for children. They brought in Pebbles and Bam Bam later when they tried to make it in for kids. You know what I mean? But at first it wasn't. It was adult animated honeymooners, really. But I think it's funny somebody just ran across that and they're making a big deal out of it. Yeah. Barney and Fred had Pebbles as the entertainment at their club. Yeah, I did show that one time. So Fred and Barney were members of the Grand Poobah, which is the Freemasons. And so they had entertainment night where they had like stag films, you know what I mean? Like stripper films or whatever. So they were setting up it was Fred's turn to bring some adult entertainment, you know what I mean, for the guys. So he sets up his film projector and he starts rolling in his Pebbles. And at first the guys got mad and then they started liking it and stuff. It was just really kind of weird and creepy. That was weird. Now think about it, yeah, that was weird. That was weird. But yeah, you know what's weird? Because in The Simpsons, they were also part of the Freemasons too. It's kind of weird. Remember the 33-cent store? You know what I just found out in my pole barn? I was going through some stuff. I have an old tin, a round tin. She was in the cake. Oh, she was in the cake. She was the one that jumped out of the cake instead of a sexy girl. That is really creepy and weird. But he also brought home movies instead of a stag film. So I don't know, whatever that meant. And I totally forgot what I was talking about because that was weird. Anyway, yeah, that was weird. Really weird and creepy. Anyway, all right. Well, I'll wrap this up and yeah, if you go back and look at yeah, it was creepy. Yeah, they had her popping out of the cake and also had her. They were all yeah, it was just weird. Go back looking at that stuff now with a new set of eyes, just think, wow. But yeah, I saw that one with them smoking cigarettes behind them. They were hiding behind a giant rock smoking cigarettes. You were talking about films you had in your garage. Oh yeah, it was a tin. It wasn't film. Thank you. It's a round tin, and I could show you guys sometime. It's a round tin from 3M. Remember 3M? Grace does because it's Minnesota Mining Manufacturing. That's us. Minnesota Mining Manufacturing. That's a big Minnesota company. Everybody knows somebody who works for 3M if you live in Minnesota. And by the way, 3M employees were kind of all a little bit weird. And not all of them, but some were. Anyway, I knew some people that worked there. Anyway, but huge. They made Scotch tape. They make everything. 3M. But I got a tin, like probably from the 50s or 60s. It's a metal round tin that black tape came in. And then the front it said 3M, and then it had a big 33 on it. A 33 for no reason. It says 33 on it. Ah, that's weird. No reason. It says 3M 3M black vinyl tape or something like that, and it's a metal tin, and inside it is a big full round a new thing of tape. Yeah, they're famous for the sticky notes. I don't think they invented it, but the inventor pitched it to somebody else who turned it down, and then I think 3M picked it up. There's some weird story about that, but yeah, they're famously the sticky notes, or what do they call them? Anyway, that's 3M tape. Yeah, anything sticky tape related. But yeah, I have that tin, and I put it on my shelf. It says 3M tape or something, and it has a big 33 on it, like for no reason, a big 33. And by the way, they're like always getting caught dumping 55-gallon drums of toxic waste in the bottom of our lakes and seas and rivers and stuff. And just never got in trouble. Got a fine and just kept going. Anyway, because they're one of them. Anyway, yeah, big 33 on it. I thought that was funny. Funny enough to keep it. I have to show you guys. Illuminati confirmed. Well, that thing looked cool. They just showed an ad for something. Anyway. So, yeah, 3M. All right. Well, I'll wrap this up and say goodnight. Say goodnight, Gracie. Good night, Gracie. All right. Thank you, Father, for gathering us once again. Praise be to you. Amen. Yeah. Yeah, that Flintstone stuff was creepy with the pebbles thing. Really, yeah, not cool. You know what I say, like by the way, Elvis did not shoot through the Space Needle yesterday, in case anybody was wondering. No, nothing happened. A big nothing burger like every year on that prophecy. But so everybody can just relax. There's nothing happening. I almost made a video about that, but it's funny. Good night to you too, D. You sleep well. Good night to Grace. Good night to D. Good night to anybody else that came in. Let me go back to the chat here. Get over to the chat. Good night to John. Thanks for coming in, John. And also good night to Golek. It was good to see you tonight also. Yeah. Thank you, Mom and Cat and everyone. Love, prayers, blessings to you all. Love, prayers, blessings to you too. Yep. Good night to John. Good night to Golek. Good night to April. Good night to anybody. Chasey and his wifey. Chasey and wifey. You guys need to come on and say hi sometime. I was blessed enough to speak to them one time, and I would love to have them come on and visit us, because they're both wonderful. We love Chasey and his wife, and Michael. Yep, we love Michael, April, Golek, John, and anybody else. Anybody else listening? All right, guys. Well, love y'all. Thanks for coming in. God bless each and everyone. Oh, and also Happy Cat left me a message, and I forgot to get back on it. It was like the day before yesterday. Yes, and our favorite troll friend, Troll. He's not really a troll. That's just his name. And if he is a troll, he's the nicest troll ever. And not all trolls are bad, you know what I mean? But he's not actually a troll. That's just his name. But good night to him and anybody who actually is a troll, a real one. Good night to you too. All right. Well, I love you guys. Thanks for coming in. Yep. And Blood Saves. A big A. what do they say up there? A shout out to Blood Saves A and Pinch. A shout out to Pinch and everybody else. Love you guys. God bless each and every one of you. Praise and glory to God. And hallelujah to you. Hallelujah to God. And good night. And shalom. And shalom means